What your name mean to you? Your name don't mean to you.
Spider-Man does it again!
Let's go!
That's right. We are officially labeling Ventrell Miller as the premier early 2026 Dynasty linebacker breakout, the kind of low-cost gamble that can anchor your defense for the next 5 years for basically pennies on the dollar. With Devon Lloyd officially out of the picture and headed to Carolina, there is a massive 65% snap share void sitting right next to Foyesade Oluokun. But here's the insider secret that most casual fans are missing. This isn't the first time the Jags tried to give Miller the keys. Back in 2024, the coaching staff actually started phasing Lloyd out in favor of Miller before Lloyd had that massive 2025 All-Pro resurgence. The team has been dying to get Miller's Gator Grit into the starting lineup for 2 seasons now, and with Lloyd gone, there is literally nobody left in his way. In fact, GM James Gladstone basically just confirmed this. In a presser just 24 hours ago, he told the media that the Jags have structured the roster so they don't have to pick based off of need in the draft. Translation, they aren't panicked about the linebacker room because they believe Miller is that guy. To really get why they are so high on him, you have to go back to his days in Gainesville. This isn't just some 4th-round flyer. He was the undisputed alpha and the heartbeat of that Florida defense. The legendary story every scout knows is his 2022 season. Miller played almost the entire year with a Jones fracture in his right foot. Think about that. A 230-pound linebacker taking numbing shots every single Saturday just so he could go out and punish SEC running backs. He finished that year as the highest-graded defender on the team because his instincts and his violence at the point of attack are just built different. He's a guy who literally wouldn't let a broken bone keep him off the field. Oh yeah, real quick, if you don't mind, hit subscribe. Thanks. That toughness is exactly why he is a hand-in-glove fit for what Anthony Campanile is building in Duval. We're calling Campanile the linebacker whisperer for a reason. The dude just got done coaxing career years out of guys like Quay Walker and Edgerrin Cooper. Campanile is a Jersey guy who doesn't care about your draft pedigree. He cares about his specific philosophy, your eyes, your feet, and then a violent finish. He wants heat-seeking missiles who can trigger downhill in a split second, and that is Miller's entire DNA. Even in 2025, when Miller was mostly a rotational piece, the efficiency was staggering. He played just over 200 defensive snaps, but he was the only player in the entire NFL last season to record both an interception and a forced fumble on that limited volume. He even tied for second on the team on special teams tackles, proving that his violence isn't a scheme trait, it's a personality trait. From an analytics standpoint, the case for a breakout is closed. Miller finished 2025 with an elite 82.8 run defense grade and held quarterbacks to a measly 30.7 passer rating when targeted. In plain English, when he was on the field, the run game stopped and the pass game was a nightmare for the offense. Quarterbacks were statistically better off just throwing the ball into the dirt than testing Miller in the flat. But here is the massive dynasty window you need to pay attention to right now, the Foyesade Oluokun situation. Foy is a legend, but he's turning 31 this summer, and he carries a massive $17.1 million cap hit for 2026. Reports coming out of Jacksonville this week have already put Foy on the potential out list. If the front office decides to get younger and cheaper by June 1st, Miller doesn't just become the LB2, he becomes the alpha signal caller for this entire defense overnight. You have to move now before the NFL draft kicks off in a few weeks. The Jaguars have the 56th overall pick, and the mock draft 5.0 tracker just released by the team has them heavily linked to Jake Goldeye from Cincinnati. Analysts are calling for a fresh, athletic presence to replace the aging duo in the middle. If Jacksonville passes on Goldeye or any other guy in the first couple of rounds, it's really time to celebrate. Miller is 2 years removed from that Achilles injury, he is fully healthy, he kicked ass last year, and he is playing for a life-changing contract extension. He is the definition of an early buy loan with league-winning upside. If you can get him for a 2026 draft pick today, do it and don't look back. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and as always,
what your name mean to you? Your name don't mean to you.
Spider-Man does it again!
Let's go!